We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay.
That's exactly what I...
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down? We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
Alright, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Future in Danger.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but sharing the spotlight, Zach. Zelina might be little, but she is fierce.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Oh, look at this. The Muay Thai training really showing off here.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
Rapid fire stomps to the back.
No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps.
Straight into the pin. Two. Pushes through after two.
Very close. Fatigue clearly setting in.
Rolling elbow.
Woo-wee.
And Zelina can't stop any offense coming her way.
Zelina needs to pull a trick from her sleeve.
She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Lands an elbow.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them. One counter met by another.
Oh, my. Can she do it here? And she kicks out at two.
She's still as determined as ever.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
She's looking winded now.
Yeah, this is where the longer this match goes on, the more trouble there simply is.
Oh, vicious headbutt. Here's the cover.
Could be it.
And kicks out before the refs count.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point? Man, strikes.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal. Turn out the lights. Good night.
Good grief.
Downward. Spiral.
Rolling elbow right on the mark.
And Zelina finding herself
Up into the torture rack.
Zelina is in big trouble.
and the cover. It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner, the Future.
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay, fine.
Successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me? Look at these vicious stomps in the corner.
To stomp in every single part of his body. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide. And if that happened,
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity tag.
There you team titles. And you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations.
History, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Working in perfect cohesion, the champions have a strategy in mind.
Rolling elbow. Woo-wee. Big cross body.
She puts an end to the pin attempt. I wonder why.
And now placed in the corner.
What a punch! And that attack was enough to shake up Lexus.
Uh-oh. Oh, tossed hard into the ring post. Just punishing their opponent.
Double knees to the chest.
Shot right to the midsection.
For the record, Saxton, you and I would never have that kind of chemistry.
Hey, I'd be a great teammate.
I've seen you trip over your own left foot. No thank you. It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Oh, my God.
Kidding me.
Back of his neck.
Career-threatening maneuver might have the challenger rethinking this whole match.
Tripling attack on the knee. And there's the tag.
Taking his time, preparing to attack.
Slingshot. Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
My goodness, I think I heard something break on that crash landing.
A complete lack of sportsmanship from the challenger there. Uh-oh. No way. Good God. Inverted Frankensteiner.
Tag made. Fresh partner in.
Tag made.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
And that looked like a rag doll being thrown around.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Walking up here. Oh, hook to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who's wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike...
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both...
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Here's a chance to prove yourself. Think you can handle this match?
I'm gonna pass on this one. Give me something else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New Zealand, weighing in at 228 pounds, Logan Danger! Here is your winner, Logan Danger!
What the hell's going on around here today? All the suits look like a donkey kicked them in their tender bits.
That is a very specific analogy, but the reason everyone's upset is Mutiny is creating their own title, the NXT Mutiny Championship.
Why should we care? It'll go right down the memory hole with the multiversal Infinite Championship and every other fake belt in history.
We're already bleeding superstars to their side. An NXT Mutiny champion gives them even more credibility. I tried to get Triple H to stop them, but he hasn't even returned my call. If Mutiny keeps gaining momentum, I'm on track to be the last GM of Raw, which is a distinction I'd prefer to avoid.
I'm not looking to be your last #1 draft pick either.
What can we do at this point other than sit back and watch?
My partner and me took their Unity belts. How about I go down there, win their made-up tinfoil title myself, and show them exactly what I think about it?
That's borderline nuts. We're in a war, and you'd be walking behind enemy lines without any backup.
I don't need any backup.
I can't officially sanction this, but it sure would make an impression. And if somehow you pulled it off, it might turn the tide of the whole war. You sure you want to do this?
Let's roll. I'm going to walk into Mutiny's house, put my feet up on their couch, and serve them a case of frosty Stone Cold Steve Austin style whoop-ass.
Hell yeah.
Mark Coffey getting ready for a battle against Nathan Frazier.
I hope they tear each other apart.
What the hell? One half of the Unity champions just tossed Nathan Frazier aside like a sack of wheat.
It looks like the Unity champ is going after Coffey next.
And the referee's going to let this one go. We have a new matchup, guys.
What we have is a fight.
This wasn't a scheduled match, but it looks like we're going to get it nonetheless.
And it looks to me like Mark Coffey's about to become the second member of the NXT Mutiny.
Slugging it out toe-to-toe now.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Oh!
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. What's he gonna do to Mark? Oh, Samoan driver. Mark is out. That's it.
Hangs on by a thread.
I thought for sure this thing was wrapped up. Well, stay in your seat. Looks like we've got another big move. Samoan driver. And Coffee is laid out.
2. Coffee's been defeated, but apparently that isn't enough for the WWE loyalist.
He's kicking Coffee right out of the ring. It looks like the Unity Tag Champ has something to say.
Everybody in this building knows I go where I want to, when I want to. So when I heard Mutiny was getting big ideas about making up their own title, there was only one place I was gonna be. And that's right here in NXT Mutiny. I just obliterated 2 of your guys, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of your damn roster if I have to. Because that mail order belt, I'm taking it just like me and my partner took the Unity titles. So go ahead and...
You knew this had to be coming.
Kevin Owens is one of the leaders of NXT Mutiny, and he has heard enough.
When you came out here like a tough guy jumping people from behind, I thought about sending the entire locker room out to smash you like the tackling dummy that you are. But I have a better idea. See, I'm not going to let some WWE poster boy ruin our show. You want this mail order belt that's about to become the most valuable prize in the business? Then all you have to do is compete in our main event tonight. A qualifying gauntlet match.
One of the biggest superstars in WWE is going to main event NXT Mutiny in a gauntlet match.
And if he wins, he'll have a shot at being the first ever NXT Mutiny champion.
Hey, you. My name's...
I don't want to hear one word from any of you traitors. What's wrong? Too afraid to mouth off now that we're standing face to face?
I thought you didn't want to hear one word from any of us traitors.
Well, it is kind of boring out here in the parking lot. So might as well say your piece.
I was just going to ask if you're hungry. Catering is really good tonight. There's even cake!
If Bailey and Kevin Owens think I'm walking into some trap right before I run your little gauntlet...
Wow, you seem really mad. Are you more of a pie person?
Look, I don't know you, Psycho Sally. This isn't person.
We're the...
After the only...
Every bill?
Yeah.
The following contest is a Gauntlet Turmoil match and is a qualifying match for the NXT Mutiny Championship. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters.
It's the man who's here to show the WWE Universe that mutiny was a mistake.
And from New Zealand, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Logan Danger.
I don't think this guy's afraid of anything walking, Corey.
Oh, you're right, Saxton. The thing is, courage is only a virtue until you lose. And tonight a loss is likely in this difficult gauntlet match.
This superstar didn't just walk into the lion's den. He did it carrying a bunch of stakes.
Well, he came here from Raw looking for a fight, and Kevin Owens gave him one against 3 of Mutiny's best.
The reward will be worth the risk if that man carries Mutiny's new championship back to WWE, Corey.
Oh, taken down in one fell swoop.
There's a roll through. Super kick in the face.
And into the corner he goes. Set to the outside. No. Hanging on for dear life.
Triangle drop kick.
Slingshot! Slingshot forearm! Man, oh man. Throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside.
Delivered into the barricade.
Whip down the barricade.
Goes right through it.
Just a continuous rush on Noam Dar here.
Dar's defensive instincts need to kick in.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. And he tosses it back in now. From way up high.
Springboard frog splash.
And into the count. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He's still in this.
Catapulting down on the opponent. Cover. Getting the shoulder up before 2.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet.
He's completely on defense now.
He's definitely running into a roadblock here.
Knee right to the face.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Cross-leg Samoan driver. Is it enough? The cover.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
Looking to take it to the air now.
Uh-oh. And Noam Dar sidesteps. Sent to the corner.
Turns that in his favor. There's a roll through.
Rolls through, super kick.
He's headed up high.
Flying.
Double foot stomp.
Cover. 2. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
Dar's being carefully measured now.
Go ahead and
Eat defeat. Noah went down in a heap. Cover.
And this gauntlet officially has been cut short for Noam Dar.
Another one down in this gauntlet, and there are still 2 more competitors to come.
So who's next? The one and only Axiom is ready to make some noise.
There's a roll through. Super kick to the face. Axiom at the mercy of his opponent.
Axiom now just trying to survive. Big time cutter.
Penny predicament. Only getting 1 out of that pin.
Impressive 1 count, but still very early. He's able to avoid heavy contact.
An effective shove there sends a message.
Brutal form.
Back of his neck. Off into the pin. And he easily stops the ref's count.
He's not even close to being done yet. Logan lights.
Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position.
Jumping face buster. Axiom at the mercy of his opponent.
Axiom now just trying to survive.
Into the kick.
That was disastrous. Lift off.
Frog splash.
Give it 5 stars.
Goes into the pin. There's 2. And he kicks out at 2.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close.
Precision offense here. He's leaving. Zero room to breathe.
Something snapped inside him. This is barbaric.
Axiom reverses.
Axiom reversing the momentum on him.
Prime opportunity now for Axiom to get some separation and gather himself.
Went for the springboard and missed.
Oh, my God. Oh, kidding me. Back of his neck. And shoulders are down. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
Still no end in sight here.
Caught with a knee.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
High cross body.
And there's the cover. A defiant kick out after 1.
Still not enough to put him away. From the outside. Got out of there at the perfect time.
Elbows to the face.
Elbows to the temple.
Well-executed suplex.
even letting the ref get to the 2 count.
Go ahead and eat defeat.
And that can vanquish Axiom.
Look out!
Oh, just squashing their opponent. Cover!
There's 2. Yes, Axiom has been eliminated. Time to hit the showers.
Here's our final entrant. Gauntlet match finale time. All right, here comes Lee to make some noise in this gauntlet match.
The arena is electric right now for this gauntlet match.
A quick series of pinfalls, and there's only one winner. Of course, the WWE Universe is excited.
What an inverted Frankensteiner!
And the momentum's clearly against Wwe2k.
now. Can Wes recover from this adversity?
He isn't going to go away that easy. And Wes can't stop any offense coming his way.
Can Wes recover from this adversity? You suffer a direct hit like that, and it's tough to move. Breathtaking athleticism into the prettiest moonsault ever.
And there's a kick out at 1.
Way too soon for him to be thinking about a pin.
Springs to the second, no third rope.
To the top rope into the cutter. Amazing.
One count and he gets his shoulder up.
Too soon for a cover.
And Wes can't stop any offense coming his way.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Super kick.
Good night.
Wes needs to get his wits about him fast.
We're about to see
Samoan driver.
that has got to be it.
Wesley is in serious danger.
Eliminated. Here's the last superstar standing.
Logan.
If NXT Mutiny holds up their end of the bargain, this man will be competing for their new championship.
I think we're going to see a trap spring any time now because there's no way Kevin Owens and Bayley would let that happen.
I'd question your strategy with all this mutiny title stuff, but I kind of feel like you're making it up as you go along.
You ever known me to do anything different?
I know that got us into all kinds of trouble when we were going out. You will recall the incident where you thought it would be such a blast to go to that biker bar out in the desert.
Yeah, that didn't go great.
We had to fight our way out of that place. You're heading into the same kind of situation right now, and you're not gonna have me to pull you out of the fire this time.
That was a long time ago. I've refined my improvisational technique.
Beating everyone up is only a technique until you lose a fight.
We got ourselves a real simple solution then.
Yeah, you just have to keep winning. Here's the thing. Doesn't this all seem a little easy? Mutiny could have jumped you, but they didn't. Not to mention this whole mystery chamber twist. Something's up.
Trust me, if they have something planned, I'll be ready for it. The price is worth the cost. We got the Unity belts. I take this new title off the table, Mutiny doesn't have much left after that.
Your mind's made up, so this is a losing argument. Good luck down there.